If you've ever said, I just need a glass of wine to unwind, you're not alone. And if that glass has become two or more, or it's the only thing that helps you calm your brain down at night, this video is for you. Not to shame, not to tell you what to do, but to offer another lens, one that's rooted in compassion, nervous system science, and ADHD support. Let's talk about why ADHD women are so prone to reaching for that alcohol and what else might be possible if your wine ritual is no longer working for you the way it once did. So here's the thing. Many ADHD women use alcohol not to escape, but to regulate, to soften the intensity, to quiet the noise, to soothe the overwhelm that comes from being on all day in a world that never really slows down. And this makes sense. When your brain is overstimulated and your nervous system is frazzled, a glass of wine works, at least in the short term. It does slow things down. It blunts the stress. It gives you something to look forward to. That's not a failure. That's a part of you doing the best it can with the tools it has had access to. But here's what I've seen for myself and for the ADHD women I work with. That go-to glass of wine, sometimes it starts helping less and hurting more. You might notice you wake up feeling foggy, anxious, or regretful, or you're drinking more than you planned. Maybe it's hard to wind down without it. Perhaps you're more irritable, fatigued, or disconnected the next day. Or you feel like you're not fully yourself anymore. Or even if you're in perimenopause, sleep might even evade you completely, or you might not wake up feeling rested. If that's happening, it's not a sign that something's wrong with you. It's a sign that the part of you that's been using wine to help might be open to something else now. Or at least another part is, and you might have to work with the part who's coping with wine. Not because wine is evil, but because you deserve more than a coping strategy that ends up leaving you feeling worse. So let's pause here. That part of you that reaches for wine, it's been trying to help you feel okay, to create a little ease, to turn the volume down on the chaos. And it's done a good job, probably for a long while. So before anything else, can you just take a moment to thank that part? You don't need to judge it. You don't need to fight it. You don't need to tell it to knock it off. Just gently say, I see you and I know you're helping me. And I'm wondering if you're willing to let me try something new. Because if we want change to stick, it has to come from compassion and understanding, not criticism. So what else can help? If wine has been your main regulation tool, you'll need to replace it with something that truly helps your nervous system settle. Here's a few gentle things to try. Body-based support, like a weighted blanket, rocking or swaying, stretching, or a hot shower. Breath awareness, not just deep breathing, but rather just noticing your breath as it is and inviting it to slow. Perhaps music shifts. Try something low hertz or binaural beats, or even silence if your nervous system is full. Create transition rituals, like a slow tea-making ritual, dimming the lights or putting on cozy clothes right after work, although you're probably doing that one, if you're anything like me. Perhaps touch, like a hand to your heart. There's actually a lung meridian here that has been shown to calm and soothe about 85% of the population. Or maybe just simply rubbing your arms or your hands. Just these simple ways to remind your body that you're safe. None of these are magic, but together over time, they can offer your body the real exhale it's been craving. Now, I'm not going to pretend it's easy. ADHD brains often know what would help, but following through, that's the hard part. So here's how to set yourself up. Start tiny. One ritual, one shift, one night. Pair it with something you already do, like stretching while your tea seeps. Prep when you feel good. Make a cozy corner, set out your mug, cue up your playlist when you have energy. Get the candle nearby, so then it's easier later. Expect resistance. That doesn't mean it's not working. It means it's new. And maybe that part of you that was helping by drinking wine is concerned this isn't going to work. So it might be that you need to work with that part in that calm space to say, like, hey, life is different now. I've got this. And then have a backup plan. If it's a wine night, that's okay. You're not performing, you're practicing, you're trying out different things. And honestly, some days nervous system regulation feels like one more thing to do. So be gentle. The goal isn't perfection, it's less reactivity, more self connection. So, is your glass of wine really helping? Maybe it was, and maybe sometimes it still is a little. But if it's starting to feel like a crutch you can't put down, or it's making your already overstimulated brain feel even worse the next day and harder to focus, that's not failure. That's a signal. And you don't have to quit drinking overnight or ever. You just get to explore what else might feel good for you, what might support your body more, what your future self might thank you for. And if you want a place to start, my free 5-step Taskmaster plan includes gentle strategies for calming your nervous system and getting out of the spin. You can grab it at jenbarnes.org or follow the link in the description. And let me know in the comments, what helps you wind down when your brain is on overdrive? You've got this, and I'm right here with you. Take care.